Hello, my dear student. Uh, Today I want to discuss about the valuation of goodwill, which is very important topic for partnership accounts. That is admission of partnership, admission of partners, retirement date of partners, even for dissolution of the partnership firm. Regarding my identity, I am Abhimanyu Bhatt, PGT Commerce from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, District Balasore, Odisha. Let's start the topic, valuation of goodwill. Let us discuss what is the meaning of goodwill. Goodwill means the monetary value of the reputation of business. It is an intangible asset which helps the firm to earn more than normal rate of return. Whatever normal profit we expect from a business, if we earn more than that normal profit, then that will lead to the reputations, that is called as goodwill. That means monetary value of the reputation is called as goodwill. Then generally it is intangible nature. What are the features? Generally it is intangible nature which cannot be touched and seen, and goodwill mostly it is based on profit only, and it is different from organization to organizations, from business organization to another business it is different, and it is an attractive force. Due to goodwill the business can earn more profit, so it is an attractive force. If the business is having more goodwill, then it can earn more profit, it can attract more customers. The need, why we do value the goodwill? What is the need for valuation of reputation? If we are having a reputation, why do we calculate the value of reputation? So that is the need for valuation. Generally at the time of change in profit sharing ratio, suppose there are three partners, if they want to change their profit sharing ratio, at that time we can calculate the value of goodwill. And at the time of admission of a new partner or partners, then retirement or death of partners, and selling of a going concerns. If one partnership firm is sold to another partnership firm, in that case also the goodwill will be valued. And amalgamation of the firm, two firms will be amalgamated, or two firms will be merged together and one new firm will be created, that will be called as amalgamation of the firm. At this moment only then we can value the goodwill. And next one is, what are the factors affecting the value of goodwill, or which factor increase the value of goodwill? Following are some of the reasons: efficient management, favorable locations. Efficient management means the managers, or you can call it the partners or management, the firm is very good, very efficient one, very nice one. Favorable location means if your business is located in favorable location, near bus stand, near railway stations, or near colleges or schools, then it will earn or gather more goodwill. That is called as favorable locations. Favorable contracts. If your business is having good contact with reputed persons, reputed suppliers, then it will also earn more goodwill. Longer establishment of business. That means if the business is running very long period of time, definitely people will like that business. So longer establishment business also earns more goodwill. Advantages of patent. Patent means originality. If you are having the business some patent oriented goods, then also we can also gather more goodwill. And the next one is quality of products. Definitely quality, every people wants the qualitative product. So if we deal qualitative product, then definitely we can earn more goodwill. Then next one is nature of business. Generally for domestic product or consumer product, there will be more goodwill than the industrial product, on the basis of nature of the business. we can also increase the value of goodwill. Then classification of goodwill. Classification, how we classify the goodwill. Generally two types of goodwills are there. One is purchased goodwill and the second one is self-generated goodwill. Whatever nature or factors or need we have studied here, they are all related to self-generated goodwill. But here purchased goodwill, we have to study that one. What is purchased goodwill? That means we have to purchase the goodwill here. We will not generate or we will not earn here, but here we have to purchase the goodwill. Then purchased goodwill, when any asset is acquired or purchased at more than its purchase consideration or purchase price, then it is called as purchased goodwill. It is shown in the balance sheet of the firm, but it is amortized at an earliest. That means it will be very clear from the example, from the following example. Amount paid rupees 10 lakh for acquiring an asset of rupees 8 lakh. The value of the asset is 8 lakh, but we are paying 10 lakh rupees. We are paying 2 lakh rupees more. So 2 lakh rupees more means it is the amount of goodwill. So along with the assets, we are purchasing the goodwill also. Asset value, it is 2 lakh. In the asset side of the balance sheet, value of asset we have to write 8 lakh. And along with that asset, we have to write goodwill 2 lakh rupees. So this can be shown in the balance sheet also. But showing goodwill in the balance sheet is not a good sign. That's why it must be amortized. Amortized means written off gradually. Then self-generated goodwill, that is the topic of today's discussion. Self-generated goodwill means the goodwill which is earned by the partners during their course of activities. Whatever business we are doing, along with that activities, we are earning the goodwill. It depends upon so many factors like quality of the goods, business behavior of the businessman, nature of the business, favorable location, favorable contracts, like that only, whatever factors we have studied. So due to that factors, the goodwill will be generated. And now the new, we can call it new adjustments regarding goodwill is according to standard 26. According to accounting standard 26, the goodwill which is self-generated, it should not be shown in the balance sheet of the business. The self-generated goodwill should not be shown in the balance sheet. But in case of purchase goodwill, it must be shown. So self-generated goodwill should not be shown. If there is goodwill in the balance sheet, we must be write up. And its valuation is subjective assessment of the valuer. It depends upon the valuer. Sometimes the goodwill for one valuer and goodwill for another valuer may be different. So it depends upon the, we can call it the subjective assessment of the valuer. How we will value the goodwill? There are three methods. One is average profit method, second one is super profit method, and third one is capitalization method. General two methods are there, average profit method and super profit method, but that is the extension. Capitalization method is the extension of average profit method and super profit method. Then we have to discuss one by one. Average profit method. Average means in your statistics, that is average means mean. There are two types of mean were there in statistics, simple average or weighted average. Here also calculation of goodwill also having two methods. One is simple average profit method, weighted average profit method. Then simple average profit method, then the formula for calculating goodwill is average profit into number of years purchase. Average profit, how it will be calculated? The sum of previous year's profit divided by number of years. Suppose there are 4 years profits are given, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 4 years profits are given, then we have to add all the profits of previous years, 4 years, and divided by 4. Very simple one. 4 year profit means we have to add 4 years profit divided by 4. If there are 5 years, then 5 years profit we have to add, then divided by 5. And the most important thing is number of years purchase. What is that? Number of years purchase. Normal expectation of the firm to earn same trend of profit in future of time. Whatever trend is going on now, in what trend we are earning profit, same trend of profit up to which year we are expecting. Suppose we are earning average profit of 50,000 per year. What is our expectation? Our business will earn not less than 50,000 for next few years. Suppose we are expecting if same trend of profit will run, it will continue for next 2 years. Then the number of purchase will be 2. If we expected 3 years, then the number of years purchase will be 3. So we have to multiply it. Then the next important one is adjusted profit. While calculating the goodwill in average profit method, we have to find out the adjusted profit. What is adjusted profit? Now net profit plus abnormal losses plus overvaluation of opening stock or undervaluation of closing stock. So many things are there. Whatever net profit the business have earned, then we have to add the abnormal losses, because abnormal loss is not a continuous process. So we have to just add it back to make the normal profit. Overvaluation of opening stock or undervaluation of closing stock. Due to overvaluation of opening stocks at the time of valuation of stock, suppose we have valued more or we have written more price for the opening stock. Generally, opening stock is written on the debit side of the trading account, as a result of which the gross profit will be less. In the same manner, the net profit will be less. So for calculating the adjusted profit, then the overvaluation of opening stock and undervaluation of closing stock must be added back. And we have to subtract the abnormal gains, just opposite of abnormal profit. Abnormal gains, overvaluation of closing stock or undervaluation of opening stock, we have to subtract. Then only adjusted profit we have to find out. For calculating the average profit, we have to take the help of adjusted profit. At the time of average profit, calculation of average profit, sum of previous year's profit, then sum of previous adjusted profit we have to take. Then we have to see the example, very simple example. There are 3 partners, PQR, their profit sharing ratio is 3:1. Then S is admitted. At the time of admission, we have to calculate the value of goodwill. The goodwill is calculated on the basis of twice of the average annual profit of the previous 4 years. 4 years profits are given. Then we have to multiply the average profit by 2, because number of years purchase is given 2. The annual profit for 2017 40,000, 18 60,000, 19 20,000 and 2020 it is 1 lakh. During the year 2019, there is a fire in the godown and stock of rupees 30,000 were destroyed. That is abnormal loss. So in the year 2019 there is a abnormal loss. How the goodwill will be calculated? Before calculating the goodwill under this method, we have to find out the adjusted profit. There is no adjustment in the year 2017. So the net profit what is there, that is adjusted for 40,000. And in the 2018 there is no adjustment, that is we have to take 60,000. But in the year 2019 there was a fire in the godown. So 30,000 rupees abnormal loss is there. So in the profit of 2019 we have to add 30,000 extra. So in the year 2019, so after adding abnormal loss of 30,000, it becomes 50,000. And in the year 2020, by mistake it is written 2010. In the year 2020, the net profit is given 1 lakh, so we can take it as adjusted profit as 1 lakh. So total profit of this 4 years, it is coming 2,50,000. So average profit, how it will calculated? 2,50,000 divided by 4, because 4 years are there. So it is coming 60,500. Then what is the formula for calculating goodwill? Now goodwill equal to average profit into number of year purchase. The number of year purchase is given 2. So the average profit 62,500 into 2, that is 1,25,000. So in this way we can find out. And another example we have to take, weighted average profit methods. sometimes different weights are given to the different years to calculate the goodwill. Weights means importance. To which year we are giving more importance, we have to give more weightage. So in that case also, the calculation of goodwill formula is same. Weighted average profit into number of years purchase. What is weighted average profit? Total weighted profit divided by total weights. Total weighted profit divided by total weights. What is weighted profit? Net profit for the year into weights. Net profit of the year into weights. It will be very clear from the following examples. Calculate the amount of goodwill which is valued on the basis of 3 years purchase of the weighted average profit of the previous 4 years profit, which were 2017 30,000, 2018 40,000, and 2019 60,000, and 2020 70,000. 4 years profits are there, and the different weights are also given. The weights for the above years are 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively for 2017, 18, 19, and 20. So then we have to find out the solution for that. So the solution is, in one column we have tried the year, now the profit, then weights. Then weighted profit we have to find out. So profit into weights. First year 30,000 into 1, that is 30,000. Second year 40,000 into 2, weights is 2, that's why it is 80,000. 60,000 into 3, it is 1,80,000. 70,000 into 4, it is 2,80,000. Total number of weighted profit is, total amount of weighted profit is 5,70,000. So 5,70,000 divided by number of weights is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's why it is coming 10. So average of weighted profit is 57,000. So goodwill is 57,000 into number of years purchase is 3. So we have to multiply it by 3. So it is coming 1,71,000. Then comes to next one, super profit method. It is also based on average profit method. Super profit method means, super profit means the excess of actual profit over and above the normal profit. Whatever normal profit we are expecting from a business, if we earn more than that profit, that is called as super profit. Sorry. So super profit formula, actual profit or normal profit is actual profit or average profit minus normal profit. We have to deduct the normal profit. What is normal profit? Capital employed into rate by 100. Simple answer. If your capital employed is suppose 5 lakh and we expect 10%, minimum 10% profit, so 5 lakh into 10% means 50,000 profit we have to earn, that is normal profit. So super profit we have to find out accordingly. Then what is the formula for calculating goodwill? Now super profit into number of years purchase, same formula. Super profit, normal profit into number of years purchase. Then we will take another example here. Average net profit of the farm is 50,000. This is the actual profit. Average net profit of a farm is 50,000. The average capital employed in the business is 3 lakh. 3 lakh rupees capital employed. Normal rate of earning is 10%. The normal rate of return is 10%. Calculate the amount of goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase of super profit. First step is to calculate the normal profit. Capital employed is 3 lakh into 10% of 3 lakh, that is 30,000. Super profit is, actual profit is 50,000 minus normal profit is 30,000, so it is coming 20,000. So after calculating the super profit, then we have to multiply it by 2 because the number of years purchase is 2. So the amount of goodwill is, it is coming 40,000. Then next one is capitalization method. There are two methods. One is capitalization of super profit and capitalization of average profit. Then the formula is goodwill equal to super profit into 100 by rate. Very simple one. First of all, we have to calculate the super profit, then we have to multiply it by 100 by rate. If the rate is 10, then 10 by 100 by 10. And in case of capitalization of average profit, then we have to do another step here. Capitalized value of average profit minus capital employed. Capitalized value of average profit, capitalized value of average profit minus capital employed. What is the capitalized value? Then average profit into 100 by rate, that is the capitalized value. Average profit into 100 by rate, that is the capitalized value of average profit minus capital employed. In this way, capitalization method we should follow. So my dear students, we go through the content again and again and do some questions from the textbook or from the reference book. If any doubt we are having, we can ask. I have given my WhatsApp number. So if any query will be there, I can solve from my personal number. If you like my video, then you can like, share or subscribe my video. Thank you everyone.